Hey everyone, and welcome to a new video. It's unbelievable that it took me so long to record a new one. It's been around 5 months now. And wow, just wow. I remember last time I recorded this video, I said I'm gonna change everything and I'm gonna do completely different vlogs and do this and this and that. And I gotta say, I'm sorry for anyone who waited for anything, but nothing happened. A lot happened, a lot happened. Oh shit, I have hummus in my hand. So, a lot happened, but nothing on my channel. I don't know if you realize it, but my YouTube channel was kind of that. On my Instagram, there was rarely something happening, maybe a story or a reel when I felt like it, but to be honest, most of the times I literally needed a break. Yeah, I thought now, in 1 week I'm leaving. I'm leaving this beautiful city, I'm leaving this beautiful place which has been home for me for the last 5 months. So I figured it would be about time to make another video, a kind of throwback, life update kind of video, like what happened here during the last 5 months? Why did I disappear completely from social media? I don't know, anything, and also I'm really grateful for the people that reach out to me and ask if I'm okay. I'm grateful for everyone here, but it was just a completely different life. And my energy was needed in different kinds of parts of my life, let's put it like that. And there was simply just no time, energy, or willpower to do videos. But that is about to change. If you're still here, I'm really happy that you're still here. I'm really grateful that you're still here. And I cannot promise, I don't promise anymore, but the plan is definitely to do more again here. So probably by the time you see this video, I'm already in the process of doing more stuff. But one thing I can say is I'm leaving this place. I will have definitely more time for myself than I had here. Even though I thought I had this here, I had in a different kind of way. It's complicated. But anyways, this might be a longer video again, so grab yourself your favorite beverage and let's go, I would say. I choose this place here to record because this has definitely been my favorite place. In all of Granada and its surroundings, this is definitely my favorite place, by far. I came here, I was introduced to this place, I think in the first week I came here, and you have no idea how grateful I am that this person showed me this place. And the first part of the showing around, or this little hike, was the place I recorded my last video. In case you remember, you can also watch it. If I don't forget, I will link it somewhere here. And then we went up here in this field full of olive trees. And I don't know what it is with the olive trees, because they're so old and wise or whatever. If it's the beautiful weather, if it's that you can, I don't know if you can see it in this video, but there actually is the Sierra Nevada is right behind me. There is snow on there and I'm sitting here in a t-shirt because it's super warm, even though it's just 12 degrees officially, but the Andalusian sun is just so hot. It's unbelievable. So I think in between I came here at least one time a week, because this place has something. I cannot explain it to you, but people I met who've been here said the same. There's somebody up there. This is really weird. I'm just gonna wait a second. Here's a dog. There's so many voices, noises. And even though you're most of the time really alone here, sometimes there are people, and then it's kind of weird when I'm talking to myself, or sometimes I run around, I dance, I cry. I cried a lot here. I cried a lot here. I went crazy, but like this place has always been, by the way, I don't know if you hear this beeping sound, but there's like a little truck driving around the olive trees to put shit around. If that helps them, that's fine, but there's like a lot of shit hills right now. Anyways, back to the topic. So I came here because I wanted to honor this place and wanted to honor what it gave me, wanted to like just feel it one more time before I'm leaving and like soak in all this beautiful energy I'm feeling here and just be like in really big gratitude for everything that happened. Yeah, 5 months. What happened in 5 months? Little throwback to the beginning. When I arrived in Granada, I was completely lost. Like probably most lost like I've never been before in my life. And if you want to know how lost, watch my last video because I go really deep into detail how lost I was. I was stressed, I was lost, I felt like I need to do so much. And funny enough, 1 week before I bought this journal, which says take a break, and apparently it couldn't have been more true. So I came here being completely lost and knew I had to take a break. So after I recorded that video, I uploaded it, and then it was just done. Like my social media presence just faded away, and I realized more than ever then that I need a break. I need a break from everything, from the life I was living before, the hustle, from the pressure. I really worked hard the last 5 months to take away as much pressure as I can because it is not good. Not for me, and I think not for anyone else. By the way, I'm looking down sometimes because I had to write down notes. There was so much happening. So I came to Granada. I got welcomed in the most beautiful way in the hostel I was volunteering in. And we cooked together, and I don't know, it's just, I had the feeling that I had found a little family away from home. I had found a home away from home. And I remember the first day I was walking around without any plan in the city, and I walked up this little hill and saw the city from the first time, and I teared up because I couldn't believe it. And until today, there is something about the city I cannot put into words, which is, for me, it's just magic. I cannot put it any other way. And whoever thinks this is too spiritual or too esoteric or whatever, I'm sorry, but that's just what I am. I love to implement a bit more magic into my life because it just makes life a lot more beautiful. Also, I might mention names, and if I don't mention your name, if you're watching this doesn't mean I don't appreciate you. I'm just a really clumsy and forgetful person, and there's just so much happening here that I might not be able to mention all the names, and I don't even try. I'm not even gonna try. But yeah, when I started here, there was Nina. She also had her first volunteer position with me in the hostel, and we just did so much together. I really started to be adventurous again, and we did road trips. We went for 24-hour trips to the beach. We went into the Sierra Nevada, in the snow, and all that within 48 hours. And we took a lot of walks. We went second-hand shopping, discovered our loves for Argentinian Malbec, the red wine. So good. In that time, I learned a lot to live in the moment, enjoy, just sparkle, sing, dance. We went to karaoke for the first time, which I never thought I would enjoy that much. karaoke is like my personal therapy session as well. Like, I never thought I could sing. I still don't really believe it, but I just don't care anymore. I was always super shy, but the first time we sang My Humps and Survivor by Destiny's Child, and I can only tell you, those are not the best songs to sing for the first time in karaoke, because they are just really fast. There is a rapping part I forgot. And so we completely, ashamed ourselves. But after that, nothing really mattered anymore. And so I just like enjoyed life a lot more. I spent a lot of time by myself. I spent a lot of time with good people around me, good vibes, and just, enjoyed my time to the fullest. Around like Christmas and in January, February, I slowed down a lot more. Like, I focused a lot on just being. I did a lot of inner work in this time. So I came up here literally one time a month to whenever, like, I also gotta say, I put myself into situations where my comfort zone was stretched constantly. Like, I let people and circumstances trigger myself so much and allowed it that I came here to like dig deeper. So like literally go down, like, why do I feel like this? What does this have to do with me? Where is this coming from? Like, I really did shadow work on an intense level. And I actually recorded a podcast episode to that, if you want to listen to that and know about what shadow work is. I started a podcast. I started it before, like I recorded sessions before, but I launched it, I think it was in December. And I love this podcast. I really love it because I can talk about things I enjoy, and then I have people on there that really inspire me. And every time I was editing the sessions, I got inspired just by talking about it. So if you are not listening yet, listen. I will put everything in the description so you can listen to my podcast and get like deeper into the thoughts I have and the people I meet. And the feedback I got is really good. So I can only recommend you to do that. But that's what I did. I focused a lot on my inner world, inner child healing, just be with myself, listen to my inner voice, and just like connect with myself on a way deeper level than ever before. And I just allowed myself to do all that. Really like allowed myself taking the time, not planning much, just go with the flow each and every day, live every day, until I came to a point where I felt like if I'm gonna die tomorrow, that is fucking okay. And that was the first time in my life I had this feeling. I was always really in a hustle mode all my life. I always felt like I need to see, do, explore more, be better, be whatever, and like there's never enough time for anything. And at the same time, I felt this restlessness that I have to see the world and see every part of it and just like race through life. And I realized that's just not the point. And Granada has a big part of that, really. Which is also, I just need to sit a bit differently. It's weird, I'm sitting like on this hill, but uphill in the different direction, just so you can see this beautiful view behind me. But anyways, this is my mic, because I don't know, it's quite windy, and so my mic is on my camera and I don't know if it's recording. So back to the topic. I found so much peace with myself, which I never had before in my life, and I think that was the biggest achievement I've ever had. Realizing that I am enough, realizing that I love myself, that I can just be with myself, can love myself, that there are parts I don't necessarily love or loved about myself, but I also realized that all of that is part of me and there is no need to push parts of myself away. and that was a really big one, and that is definitely nothing that goes easy. It was a lot of work. It took a lot of tears, a lot of digging deeper, even though it hurts, and just pushing myself there over and over again. But I would definitely say it was worth it. So worth it. Like, I might had my lowest lows here, but also this helped me to get highs I never thought were possible. So I wouldn't do it any other way. Everything I did here, I don't regret anything I did, and that's a beautiful thing. And also, like, realizing every day that this is the life I chose. I chose everything I do. I chose the place I'm staying. I chose what I do. I choose every day what I want to do. And it's all my choice, which is a lot of responsibility, because you cannot say any circumstances are wrong, but knowing that you are responsible for your life and you have the freedom to decide every day what you're gonna do. Wow, it's so liberating. You have no idea. Yeah, and so what else did I do? There was Solare in the hostel. We did, let's say, we had a challenge to try a lot of red wine, and we did pretty well. So I know a lot of good wines now for an affordable price, because I was pretty broke in the first few months. We also did a 3,000 pieces puzzle. It took us a week, 3 people of us. It was quite intense, but we did it. It was really good. Also, when I arrived here, I was just really open to new opportunities. Just saying yes a bit more than usual, and it opened up so much. Like, first thing was the karaoke, which I loved. It was amazing. Then, like, I got introduced to role-play games, and no, not in a sexual way, but I'm a D&D player now, for the ones who know, and I actually recorded another podcast interview for that with Joel, the guy who introduced me to this whole game, who is writing scripts for those games. Really interesting interview. I can recommend that as well. And I really enjoy playing that. And also, like, the group I'm playing it with, I really, really like those people. And we have a lot of fun whenever we have a session. And yeah, I started to learn to play the guitar, because apparently in the hostel are 2 guitars, and I came and I saw that and I was like, well, now I don't have an excuse anymore not to learn it. And so I did, and it's frustrating. I've never learned an instrument for real in my life, which is a shame, but that's just how it is. But it is frustrating. If you, like, I thought in my head, oh yeah, I practice a week and then I can play songs and be like the cool kid in the hostels that starts playing guitar, everybody sings along. Not the case. So, but at some point I learned to, like, just enjoy the process more. Play around, this note, this chord, this, that. Alright, there are people screaming in the background. And yeah, so I enjoyed learning that, and I'm still not good. I know the chords, but I'm really bad at changing my fingers. I know a few songs, but not completely. So I'm still in the process of learning, and I hope I will find different guitars on my future journey. But it was nice to just learn a new skill. Also, I started again to write poetry. I did that in the past to an extent where I, like, literally wake up in the night and have the urge to write something down. And yeah, I got back to it. Like, that was my way to let out my thoughts, all the things that are happening in my head, all the comfort zone stretching I did. Yeah, I just did all that, and it feels so good, so liberating, relieving. I can recommend it. Just try it out. It was, for me, it's like I I'm not the most structured person when it comes to talking things out, especially if I'm emotional about it. So writing it down helped me so much to structure my thoughts so they are clear. I didn't filter it anything, it just came out like that, but it helped a lot to get clarity. I also learned how to live with almost no money, which is a lesson that's hard. But I was never somebody who had a lot of money, but having no money left changed your perspective. It teaches you what you really need. It teaches you that there are a lot of ways to get something without spending money for it. And it brought me a lot of peace. I'm still in the process to change my money mindset. But I think it was an important lesson to live with no money at all. I was managing a social media account, which was great practice. Another thing I learned, stretching. How important is stretching? I knew it before, but here I just did it way more consciously. I started to take yoga lessons. Yoga with Jaden. If you ever meet Jaden, she's amazing. Yoga, stretching, more consciously in my body, reconnecting with my body, reconnecting with myself, learning how to train my mind, even when I'm super tired, for example, which is or when I'm hungry, which is not the best mood for me, to be honest. Then I went on dates with myself, like here, for example, and not just usually, for example, when I cook for myself, it's just trash because I just need to eat something. But then I started to make better food for myself, for dates with myself. I have a whole episode as well on my podcast about how to give more love to yourself with the 5 languages of love. Recommend. Yeah, so I had many amazing people I met here. If it's my D&D gang, if it's people I met in the hostel, people I met outside of the hostel. For example, I did a photo shoot for massage. So I learned how to do that. I got massages a lot, shiatsu massages. Thank you, Sifis. I don't know what I would have done without these weekly massages. I went to abandoned places. I fell into rivers.
It's super...
I flew my drone a bit more. I don't know, I met all kinds of different people, whether they're staying in the hostel for long-term volunteers, long-term guests, but also guests that sometimes you just meet them for a day and they have a different impact on you, or they stay for a couple of days and we started doing full moon and new moon rituals, and I don't know, just so many cool things. Or then Sophia came to the hostel and we were just so interested in so many different things, so we helped each other staying consistent. We developed this super cool morning routine where we're so productive with lists and to-dos, but in a good way, and encourage each other. And I don't know, just getting spontaneous piercings, ding ding, going to the hammam, or I don't know, just do things, get things done, complain about each other, how we not have our lives together, that somehow we do. And yeah, dreaming big. I started to get way more in human design, and if you don't know it now, you're gonna hear from me soon. But for me, human design changed a lot in the way I see myself, how I interact with myself, how I interact in life. It's basically about a concept that's not showing you who you are in astrology, even though it's kind of based on that, but it's more showing you what kind of energy type you are, how you're designed and how you can interact in a way that's most true to yourself, how you use your energy in the best way possible for yourself individually, so you can just live in peace with yourself, most aligned. Again, if you're not part of this spiritual journey, don't listen to me. I don't hold stuff back anymore. If you feel like this is too much, this is witchy, whatever, that's fine. That's totally fine for me. I'm not gonna become a complete witch, probably. But I just like to introduce new stuff into my life, and if it doesn't hurt me, why not? Anyways, yeah, so I met just like, it's just weird how sometimes you meet people and you just click with them, or you're so similar, so different, you get inspired by people that have something completely different done in their lives. And it's just, yeah, I started to film a documentary, which was the first time for me. I probably fucked it up completely, but it was just so nice to try, like setting up interviews with people, filming B-roll, thinking about the questions, all that. And it will come. It might not be the best documentary the world has ever seen, but it will be my first one, and that's gonna be good because it's gonna cover something I'm really interested in. So be curious for that. There was probably so much more happening here in all this time, but I just cannot remember right now. Sometimes things pop up, so then I can remember. But in general, I just had a really fucking good time here. Like, I was never more connected to myself, at the same time never more connected to so many people, which does drain energy if you're constantly surrounded by people. But also you learn how to deal with that, how to still find place for yourself, time for yourself, appreciate yourself, appreciate other people, realize not to take life too seriously. I mean, I had so many learnings. This is like, wow, I feel like I'm definitely a different person than when I arrived, and I feel like I learned so many things, I grew so much, and I also feel like I need to leave to be the new person I am in a new environment, because I still have problems embracing myself completely with people I know, like breaking out of some expectations I think people have. But at the same time, I'm just like, I never had it this intense before, but Granada feels like home to me. And when I'm just thinking about it, I'm like getting super emotional again, but I can really see myself living here. And before, it was kind of always like I go to a place and the people are amazing, and that is why I fall in love with a place, or I feel good in a place, or I have good memories. But Granada has something, even without all the people I met here, it still would be so special. And yeah, this place is really like, it really is home to me, and I didn't expect to find a place so soon in my journey. Like, I was on the road for like, I think 5 months before I came here, and it's just one of the most special places I've ever been to. And yeah, it's just wow. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like, it's not a place you go to for something super special, like special side besides the Alhambra. It's definitely worth seeing. But Granada is a place you love because you live, and you can be whoever you want to be. And I already know I'm coming back. I don't know when, but I see myself living here in my own apartment, and like, yeah, it's just, yeah. There definitely has never been a place that made me happier, and I'm so grateful for this place, for all the memories I made, all the amazing people I met here, all the things I learned for myself, that I brought myself here. I'm just so unbelievably grateful. It's like whatever happened here that wasn't good was still one of the mediocre days back home. And it's just, I'm just like, it's just so, just when I think about it, it's like, wow, this is like my life. I chose to be here all the time. And I also got 4 tattoos. I got this one, I don't know if you see it. I got these ones. I got a Granada to always remember this place. And I don't know, I don't have words for this. I feel like everybody should come to Granada one time in their life. Like a pilgrim thing. But I have just so much joy, gratefulness. Oh my god, everything for this place. I just love this place so much. It gave me so much, and I think it was exactly what I needed in my life at that point. And I probably will need it again at some point, and I'm already super excited to come back. I'm gonna be, oh my god, like just when I think about it, I sometimes now walk through the streets and I tear up because I think, oh my god, I'm gonna leave this place and I love it so much. But yeah, I feel like it's time to move on. I feel like there are many places, adventures, challenges out there, people I need to meet. I have this feeling, it's so weird, but I feel like I have to go, embrace the new person I am, and yeah, just like come back. Because people told me like coming to Granada is nice, but coming back to Granada is even better. So let's see about that. And yeah, that was my little throwback kind of thing. I might do a podcast episode about it as well, just to dig a little deeper, even though it was probably already pretty deep because it was long. Thank you if you're still listening here to this little life update. I thank everybody I meet, if it's like the staff in the hostel, from reception, from the other volunteers I met, the guests we had, the people I met in the city. I'm just so grateful. You have no idea. I'm like, there's so much love in my heart for this place. I can't even put it into words. Like, words would not do it any justice. And yeah, I think we're done. I will enjoy the rest of the time here in this beautiful place I have. I'm also currently vlogging my last 2 weeks to get back into this vlogging mode, so you will get a bit more insight into that in my next video. And then I also will announce how, like, where I'm going next, what's the plan, what's the bigger picture, maybe, if I figure it out. But I will take you with me, because I plan to be more again in the vlogging game. Anyways, until now, and I haven't said that in a long time, stay creative, stay curious. No, how was it? I forgot my own slogan. Whatever. Stay cool, stay creative, stay curious, stay happy, love yourself, spread the love into this beautiful world. Remember, there can always be times where things get rough. There's a lot of shit happening in this world, but you can change yourself more than anybody else. Be a leading example, spread more love than other people have for themselves, and yeah, until next time, see you soon.